The ACU volleyball team continues their conference play this weekend after being on the road the past week. Coach Kellen Mock discussed how their high-caliber opponents so far will help them take on Nicholls State University this weekend at ACU.
I really like the fact that we've played against the best in the conference, or at least the higher end of the conference, to where I hope the girls will expect that same level from every team in our conference, because I think sometimes on any given night a team can play extremely well even if their record doesn't look great, and that's kind of where we are with McNeese and Nicholls. Their records are not near as strong as Oral Roberts and Central Arkansas, but I'm sure they'll give us everything they have when they come to Moody Coliseum this weekend.
The volleyball team is looking for ways to improve after dropping a couple of matches last week. Freshman Lexi Mercer thinks the ACU can make a couple of changes that will help them both offensively and defensively moving forward.
I think we can improve our defense, especially our block, with how fast their offense was. And I think we can improve our offense with seeing how fast other teams are, and we can compete with them more.
ACU cross country travels to Oklahoma State this weekend for their biggest meet of the season so far. Senior Chloe Sasse explained how her experience on this course in the past will be very useful to the young team this year and how she has stepped up as a leader.
It helps a lot because this course is technically very difficult. We start on the uphill, so if you don't know that and you start really fast, then it's going to be a problem at the end of the race. But it's a very difficult course, and it's nice that I have done it 3 times before because I know how difficult it is, and I'll let my freshman teammate know as well.
Senior Angel Lopez has put together a great start to the 2013 football season. Lopez leads the Wildcats in tackles with 35 in the first 3 games. Kara Stutzman caught up with Lopez to learn a little bit more about the player that's been a godsend for the Wildcat secondary.
So Angel, that's quite an interesting name. Is there a story behind how you got your name or how your parents decided to name you Angel?
Right. Well, both my parents were in the military, and my mom went to Desert Storm War. She was a nurse and RN there. And the story she told me growing up was just that, she got pregnant while she was in the military, and she had me after the storm, so I was just a blessing, and I was her little angel. And that's the short story of how I got my name to be Angel. So, yeah.
Well, you certainly don't play like an angel on the field. You're more like a little demon hitting the quarterback and running backs and wide receivers. Would you rather have a big hit or an interception?
Right. I hope coaches don't watch this video. For the team, I'd rather have an interception, But honestly, I'd really rather hit somebody, You only go through college one time. I feel like I could make ESPN highlights. That would be something to brag about to my kids when I'm older. I don't know. But I'm just more of like a physical type of guy. I like to think of myself as a hard-hitting safety. And so I would just love to just smack somebody instead of, but for the team, it's probably better to get an interception.
So speaking of big hits, you had a massive 4th down sack against Illinois State last week. How was that for you? And your dad was actually there to see that.
Well, yeah, it was exciting. It wasn't the same, if we did it at home. There's not a whole bunch of people cheering or anything, but Coach Dillon just made a great play call. And I think, I'm pretty top of the line when it comes to blitzes as far as like disguising, things like that. So he just made the play call, and I just did the play, and I just ran fast enough to get him, and so it was pretty exciting, and it was definitely when we needed to for to get the offense another shot. And like you said, my dad he wasn't there, but he paid for the game on the Illinois website, so he watched it. And so that I got a text message, and he was like, so excited. And that makes him really happy. We have a really good relationship, and so to make him happy makes me actually really happy. So.
And what does your dad think about you going into dentistry? Because you're a biology major.
Right. Yeah. He was actually not really for it. So it was actually pretty, heartwarming to me. Maybe a couple months ago, he was like, Angel, I'm really proud. I'm really happy. I'm really proud of you that you decided to go against what I said, because you're showing me that you're a real man, and you're stepping up and making your own decisions. And it was just like maybe a 5-minute conversation, him telling me like, I'm proud that you decided to go your own route. And it really hit home with me, like if my dad's proud of me, then that makes me feel like the best son in the world. So yeah.
Well, thanks for coming and taking time out of your super crazy schedule to talk to me. That's it For Angel Lopez, I'm Kara Stutzman. Back to you, Matt.
Back to you.
For Sharon Numerowski, I'm Matthew Sloan. Thanks for watching the JMC Network Sportscast. Be sure and join us again next week.